recording to the cloud. All right, folks, welcome to our Fast Start training. So for those who did make the decision to come on board, maybe you might be going through the process right now, but this is our Fast Start program. So first of all, welcome to the team. The first place you're going to go when you start with us, okay? You're going to go to our launching site. This is how we onboard all of our members, okay? So it's called legacyworldwide.net. This is something that not only for you to do, but if you ever want to bring anybody else on board, this is all that you need to know. You don't have to be a professional trader to start your business with us, okay? So you're going to remember the legacyworldwide.net site, okay? We're going to provide everything for you from the webinar here. So look, one system. So you want to know when we're going live, you click on, this is to join. This is the schedule. So every Monday through Saturday, we do a 1 p.m. Forex overview, and we do a 9 p.m. overview. And then Sunday, we put out just a special message on what we're going to do on Sunday. We typically will do one overview on Sunday. Okay, that's just introducing people to I Am Master Academy. Then we have a large event happening in Houston. So when all this is said and done, when we are free, okay, you can register for this event. This is where you're going to be able to meet Bob Proctor and Christopher Terry and all the top educators in person. We're going to have 1 day of full out trading where you get person-to-person interaction with our traders in our company, okay? And then on Saturday and Sunday, you get to hear from some of the most top earners in the industry, folks. I'll tell you right now, we have 4 of the top 10 earners in the world in networking in our company. So you get to meet these individuals too, to see what they're doing, how they do it, how did they get to where they're at. Remember I talked about the law of association? This is a way for you to start associating yourself with people who are making way more money than you are. And guess what? It's going to happen in your life at some point, okay? Now understand, I want to tell you guys that this could possibly be a 3-year process. This may be a 5-year process before you create your first, 6 figures or even 7 figures, okay? So just know, I want you to give this time and understand you are getting good at something. See, I spent our whole life getting good at working for someone else. We spent our whole life being able to sit in one place for 8 hours, right? That's what they taught us. But no one taught us how to be entrepreneurs, how to create money ourselves. The 5 rules of money that we talked about. Today, we're going to expose you to that, and we have to immerse you in that, okay? So this is how we do it. All right, so with this platform, all right, so you got your training event. The next thing, let's say you want to show the information. You don't know how to give the presentation like I just did. Well, we have a 20-minute version and we have a 3-minute version, okay? Just show them that. If they like the concept, great. You don't know how to get them enrolled. We show them how to enroll here. All you have to do is go to your brand new back office that you have, okay? Go to my referrals link. That's what you have. Use the second link in the academy, okay? And you send that to them. You have them go through step 3, okay, for their instructions. And then lastly, everybody who got started today, after that, you're going to go through steps 4 through 11, okay? Easy, all the steps. This is going to, so let's go ahead and go through it right now. So the first step, 4, okay, is going to give you all the apps you need to download. This is going to put you in all of our groups. This is actually a mobile version of I Am Academy, and this is a mobile version of Go Live. You can actually watch all of the videos that we offer through our Go Live platform right from your phone, okay? It's a mobile app. Then this is our personal team app. All the information that you need, what we're going through right now, is also mobile. So let's say you're out and about, you're not in front of a computer, and you want your person to go through the steps. You can say, cool, just go to the Android store, Google Play, or go through Apple Store, download Legacy Worldwide, complete steps 4 through 11. All right, so we have made this to where it's social media friendly, because this is how most people are growing their platform. So could you share this on social media? Absolutely. Okay, so understand that power, especially if you are an influencer. You can simply say, download this app, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. Okay, next one, after you download the app, we're gonna add you to all of our communities. Guess what? I don't have to personally have you in my phone to add you to my community. You can add yourself. Okay, so this is open to the world. You can do this all for free. Legacy Worldwide Master Academy. Get to our Facebook. Get to our Telegram chat. Vibrata, this is one of our products, Steady. And I'm also going to add the Harmonic Scanner Telegram here too for you to add yourself into. But don't worry, when you join, we're just going to give you the direct Telegram. Next, we're going to show you how to set up your trading account, okay? So you can come here. Now, you can use any broker that you like. This is not a suggested broker. This is just one that we were using, so we just put the information on here. So here's the trading account through Trader's Way. You can use Hugo's Way. You can use there's LFX. There's all type of brokers out there. Just find one. The person who's inviting you, most likely they will share a link with you or share a broker with you so you can sign up and do that. But open your broker. We give you the steps on opening your demo account. So demo is a pretend account, but you're in the real market. So literally you can learn how to become successful in your demo. And if you're successful in your demo, then you're going to be successful in your real account. Okay. So we just walk you through those steps. After you finish that, the next step is to connect your broker's account to your MT4, okay? So we connect your broker's account, which is a quick, couple-minute video by my wife, Wanda Webb. She's gonna walk you through very easy and simple video to follow. So then you connect your MetaTrader 4. This is how you're going to make the money off of your MT4 app, and this is also through your broker, how you're going to make your withdrawals, okay? How to take the money out, that's important. So we walk you through that. Then the next, we teach you about the basics of MetaTrader 4. Okay, folks, listen. We're giving you this information for free. Do you realize this is what some people are charging people $1,000 for, to teach you how to download the MetaTrader 4 app? They're charging you $1,000 to teach you how to put some indicators on your phone, okay? And then they'll tell you you can sell at a point here, but you don't really get everything. We're giving you this for free, okay? So that's free right here, is being able to learn the basics about MetaTrader 4. Most people don't know how to do that. So you'll get that as well in a short video. Then now you're ready to actually trade with us. Everything I'm about to do right now, you will be able to trade with me starting next week by going through what I just did. That's going to take less than an hour, okay? And now you just got to pick, how do I want to make money, okay? What is my money strategy, okay? So we're going to have you pick a strategy, okay? I'll walk you through the 12-month freedom plan. Now you can download, everybody to go to this site, go to legacyworldwide.net on your computer, and make sure you download this 52-week trading plan. It's an Excel sheet, okay? And you're gonna put whatever you're gonna start with. If you're gonna start with $10, you're gonna put $10 in your beginning balance for the 52-week challenge, okay? If you are starting with $25, put $25. If you're gonna start with 100, put 100, okay? And then it's gonna tell you over the 52 weeks what you're gonna make with 15% growth, okay? I can tell you, I know a lot of the numbers off my head. Right? Starting with $100, you're gonna make $143,000 if you go the full 52 weeks. Start with $1,000, you're gonna make $1.4 million. Okay? If you start with $100 and you're able to get 20% per week, you're gonna make $1.3 million. So you can take $100 to $1.3 million, okay, with 20% growth per week. Understand, there's no guarantees, folks. I want you to know that this is not guaranteed. What's guaranteed is your knowledge base, and of course, you taking the trades that you're gonna do, the skill set. Okay, I'm not guaranteeing that you're going to make exactly what's on this sheet every single time. But these are the numbers. Sorry, I pushed play there. Let me go back. So what I want you to do, definitely watch this video, how we show you how to use the Excel sheet and how you're going to take the trading plan, okay? Today, I'm going to go through a live Harmonic Scanner training with you, so you don't have to worry about this video. If you want to learn how to scout with ECC 11, we show you how to do that. If you want to do a copy and paste trade ideas, we have select traders that go through Vibrata, which is the web analyzer, and they throw their trades on that platform. All you got to do is copy those trades. We have Legacy Worldwide in there. We have Andre. We have BYOB, which is Become Your Own Bank. So we have a lot of successful traders that are on this platform that you can actually copy their trade ideas, okay? And then we also have our Steady app. You can copy and paste that if you have that app or that option added onto your product. Okay, after that, you're going to log into the back office, okay? Your IM Academy. Now, the next step is number 11. I'm going to go and go back to the front, because if I would have went to the next one, it was going to log me into my IM Academy. All right, so we're going to go down to 11, okay? This is what I'm going to do for you right now, too. 11 is going to show you how to use IM Center. This is basically your university, okay? I'm going to show you how to use that right now. And then you're going to log into IM Center, okay? So here we are. This is our product page. Let me go to how I got here, okay? Let me go back to IM Center, show you how I got here. Okay, so here's what your platform looks like. We just launched this year. I've been in the company 2 years and some months now, 2 years and 4 months. When we first started, it did not look like this. We're in a whole new company, folks. You know, our platform is absolutely powerful, okay? We have multiple academies for you to plug into, okay? So let's go here to the academies. You're gonna go here, so when you plug in with us, this is the access you get. Now, if you're doing our Forex Academy membership, you're gonna only see Forex Academy, okay? So you just click on that, and you're gonna click enroll. As soon as you roll, there's no time period for when we want you to finish the academy. It's at your own pace, okay? So you're gonna get that, download the handbook. The handbook is gonna tell you what they want you to do. So I'm just gonna view it real quick with you. The handbook is basically your syllabus, okay? It's your plan to finish the academy. All right, so let me see if I can show you real quick. We're gonna just view it. So this is the plan of how you're gonna finish the academy. So I'm gonna walk you through it real quick. So it shows you how to use it, boom. It's exactly what I'm teaching you right now. Enroll, boom, okay? Forex 101, and then give you all your generals. And then we used to have I guess it didn't show this, have tests that we do. Now, you're not getting super graded, folks. This is just to make sure that you retain the information, okay? So we have gamified this. So it shows you exactly how to use it. You see this? So everything that I'm about to walk you through physically, it's actually, we have a whole notebook for it, all right? There we go. So we're gonna go back. So boom, you enroll in the academy, and then you have your 100, 200, 300, 400 series. I look at this like 4 years of college that you don't have to go to 4 years of college for, okay? Your 100 series is like you being a freshman in college. You learn the basics. You learn how to learn. It's like your general education of Forex, okay? That's exactly what it is. It's your general education, okay? Then you have your what? Your required education, okay? Things that you need to complete your degree program. All right, so this is our 200 series. We're going to teach you about the charts on MetaTrader 4, what a trend is, support and resistance, drawing support and resistance, what are pullbacks, your Fibonacci tool, which is your retracements. You're going to see me use all of these things right now. All right, so I may be going through things that you don't understand. I just want you to know that all of it is in the academy, and you're going to learn it. So as I'm going through this lingo, it's going to be like, man, I don't understand what he's saying, but hopefully I educate you enough that you do, okay? It's not going to be to this level because obviously you need to get in the academy. Then once you get you're the 200 series, you're a sophomore here. Now you're a junior, okay? You somewhat know what you're doing. Now we're going to give you the product education. We're going to talk about the patterns, okay? Harmonics, price reversals, your pair crosses and stuff, what pivot levels look like, okay? Then we give you some of the indicators. And then lastly, an Elliott Wave intro course. And then after that, this is your bread. This is where you want to be at. This is what you want to understand. You can't just skip straight here though, okay? You got to walk through each part of the academy so you can understand this overall. Folks, when you learn market geometry, you have now opened the gates to making 6 figures and 7 figures in the industry. You have now really opened yourself up to participating for real in the $7.7 trillion a day industry once you finish your 400 series. So once you finish these series, they're going to give you a certificate of completion, okay? So you complete all this, you get a certificate that you completed it. Done. All right. So next, if you do HFX, okay, you're going to enroll in the HFX program same way. Okay. So the HFX Academy is going to give you the same basics of Forex, but then it's going to give you the HFX part. Okay. Then you're going to enroll in your Digital Currency Academy. All right. And then, okay, you don't have access to the ECX Academy yet. But we have our ECX Academy, folks. We're going to teach you how to open up your own e-commerce store. Do you realize that people are making millions off of the internet today? And our company realized it, and we know that people don't have the education. And then we realized that people who were going out there to educate people, they were charging people $10,000 to $20,000 to help them open up a store. So we said, you know what? Why don't we provide that education too? And not only do we provide that education, we have a Go Live platform that you plug into one of the top drop shippers in the world. He teaches you what he's selling and how he's selling it and how to promote it. Listen, this has been fun. I'm beta testing it right now. So I've already went through the general education. So this is the academy I'm currently going through right now. I've already set up my store, okay? I already know what I'm selling through my platform. I already know how to start the ads, okay? So I've already finished all my 100 series, okay? I'm in 200 series right now. Okay, I've already did my Shopify, everything. We're going to be releasing this in September. So by you becoming a member right now, you are already in pre-launch for this portion of it. So listen to me. We are changing lives around the globe with this type of access. We are the only company, direct sales company, that has a product that you can directly make money off of without directly selling it to someone else. Now listen, I'm going to say that once again. We are in the direct selling industry as a company as a whole. But we are the only direct selling company that has a product, now 2 products, that you don't have to directly sell to someone to make money. We have definitely disrupted the industry, folks, and you're one of the first to be involved with something like this. We are hitting thousands of customers across the world, and we're really changing their lives. So that is our academy base. You have Pip Talk. Pip Talk is like where you can communicate with all your traders live, okay? You're going to also download the Pip Talk app. All right, so that's going to give you direct access where you get trade ideas from too. So most of our traders communicate through Pip Talk. This is our IBO Academy for those who are going to do the business. Like I said, you got several things here that you can utilize. And then we have our building stuff. So I won't go over that. Just know that you have a IBO Academy. All right, next we have our strategies. Okay, this is where we're going to plug you into right now. And then lastly, the strategy, we have our go live. So what I'm going to teach you, how are we doing right now? How I'm teaching you online through Zoom. We have that every single day in our go live platform. So I'm just going to do a quick overview of this. Okay. So immediately when you log in, pick your language. So obviously I speak English, but here's the different languages we have. We are global. So we have German, Spanish, Portuguese, French, Polish, Italian, Serbian, Slovenia, Czech, Slovakia, Dutch, Somalia, Greece, Japanese, and Hindi. These are all the languages that we have. And we have educators in each of these languages, okay? So that means, guess what? Yes, you can bring people on who speak those languages. All right, so here are our different go live platforms. So if you're Forex, you will go here. If you're HFX, you will go here. If you're digital currency, you'll go here. And then obviously you must be a chairman right now to get the ECX Academy for right now before September. Okay, and then we have our product education. So today we're going to go over the Harmonic Scanner. Okay, so I'm going to teach you a lot of stuff today. But I like to say I'm a derivative. Remember the law of the lid. You can only learn as much as I know. So as much as I'm going to teach you today, that's all that you're going to learn. I want you to go above and beyond what I'm going to teach you today. So to do that, I want you to plug into these educators that you're going to see right now, okay? So you're going to get Manny Quiones is one of those educators, Christopher Derrick. So right now, for some reason, it's not loading. Let me see what's going on here. Did I change the language? And I want to say that, and I'm gonna check with the developer. I've noticed when I'm on Zoom, it won't allow me to go into the actual Go Live platform, and that's probably for protection for our company, so someone can't just stream our videos and record it. So I think that's why we can't see that right now. But we do have our harmonics here, so I can't show you that right now. But you're gonna plug into Manny Quiones. You're gonna plug into Christopher Derrick. We also have who else we have as a Harmonic Scanner trainer? I believe Sharif is on our Harmonic Scanner training. So, but I plug in, those are the main two people I plug in, Christopher Derrick and Manny Quiones. I want you to plug into those educators. And now we're going to go over the product. That leads us to here, okay? So this product right here, all that you need to do, folks, is we're looking to get 15% out of the market. Remember, I already showed you the chart, okay? The $143,000 from $100. So what you're going to do, this is going to give you your stop loss, your entry point, and your take profit. So me personally, this trade right here, AUD USD, okay? We took this trade and we were to drop in this part. Right now, this trade is correcting back. So we're going to be looking to get into this trade here, okay? So right now you can go and mark AUD USD. We're looking at a potential sell opportunity. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you, because this may shift up. So I don't want you to just push the sell button, because this may actually bounce off this way and go up this way. So there's no guarantees here, but we're going to confirm this next week. So what we're looking to do, you see it popped off the 61.8%. I'm not going to go heavy over the Fibonacci retracements. I want you to know that some significant numbers you can remember. You're going to go over this in your academy, but go ahead and mark down 0.618 and 0.786. Those are pivotal numbers when looking at the Fibonacci. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is this UCAT? I'm sorry. Yeah. Why am I looking here? Yes, this is UCAT, folks. I don't know why it's showing this. This is UCAT. Let me make sure. Hold on. Let me make sure this is UCAT. Let me go find the actual trade again, and I'll just remarket it. Okay. Yes, that was UCAT. So let's go back to UCAT. That's on the 1 hour. Okay, so with UCAT, and let me take this. Here's what we're gonna do here. We get rid of all these signals, all these things on here. We're gonna just rechart it. All right, so let's talk about harmonics. So the reason that I started using harmonics, first of all, if you go look up harmonics anywhere, they were going to tell you that harmonics are one of the best trading indicators, one of the most higher probability indicators that you can use as a trader. Okay, that's one. The next thing is the accuracy of the harmonic scanner, it also puts your eyes on quick opportunities. So I'm going to give you 3 things that I look at when I trade with the harmonic scanner. The first thing I'm looking at is the trend. What is the market doing? Okay, so we look at, this is an uptrend. You're going to learn all this in the academy, so I don't want to teach it too much. Just know that the uptrend is because price is moving up, and it's based on higher highs and higher lows. Okay, so if I say this is a low, this will be my initial high. This will be a what? A lower high. I'm sorry, a higher low. This would be a higher high. This will be actually at the same level there. So this would be our next higher high, higher low, higher high. The trend is over. Market is now moving sideways. Okay. So when we look at this, so at the beginning of this opportunity, when we went in, I'm going to tell you, look at the market. So here's what I'm looking at here. I'm looking at the trend. So before this was even here, so we can take, if you took this away, before this part was even here, this right here, how would you know to get into the trade? The second thing that I'm looking for, it's what I call my slam dunk. I'm looking for divergence. I'm looking for bearish divergence for a sell, and I'm looking for bullish divergence for a buy, okay? What I'm looking for is the pivot or the reversal, because that is what the harmonics are giving you. It's letting you know that there's going to be a reversal in the market that's coming, okay? So boom, I identify my entry point. I'm going to enter somewhere in here, okay? So how do I know I'm going to enter? Because I look at the conflict or the deconfliction or the conflict between the chart and my indicator. So you can use the RSI, and you can also use what we call the MACD, moving average convergence divergence. It is purely meant to show you that there's divergence or convergence in the market, okay? Convergence is when divergence is when it's going apart. Convergence is when it's coming together, but we just call it bearish divergence or bullish, okay? For simple terms. So let's look at our RSI. The RSI, relative strength indicator, is built off of price action. So it's based off your buyers and sellers in the market. Okay, so when I draw my line here, okay, my trend line here, this is very significant, folks, because when you see this, it's a slam dunk. That means push the sell button, push the buy button, and ride it. All right, so we find divergence. This is called bearish divergence. Why? Because my RSI is in a downtrend and the market is actually moving sideways. It's not trending down yet. So that means that it's going to drop, okay? Because this told me so. So now my next thing is to follow. The third thing is to look at my risk management, okay? What is the harmonic scanner telling my stop losses at? So it put the stop loss way here. Why? Because it went into pass and this was the highest point here. Okay, so it's saying that if it reverses, it may be double topped here. So it put the stop loss right above. So what your job is, if you were in this trade, you'll put your stop loss here. How many pips is this? This is over 100. So it's over 120 pips for a stop loss. So I want to tighten that up. I don't want to do 120 pip stop loss. Okay, if you do this, obviously you're going to do 1.01 for every 100. Okay, so what that means is this is 120. You have to determine, am I willing to take the risk for this trade? So if I do a 0.01 for $100, that means 10 cents per pip. And if it was to go back 120 pips, that means I would lose $12 in my account. I would be risking 12% of my account to gain. Let's see what we gain here. Now you can tighten up the stop loss more. You don't have to do that exact one. So I would be risking 120 pips to make 250 pips. Well, that's a good risk to reward. That's about a 2.1 risk to reward. Okay, so that means I'm going to lose $12, but I would gain $25. Okay, so that's still a good risk to reward when it comes to it. So 0.01. So you would even grow your account by 25%. Remember, we want our account to do what? We want our account to grow by 15% per week. So if you're able to grow your account by 25% in this trade, that's powerful. And then we already got our slam dunk. We do know that divergence is there, so I'm really in for this trade. I may just go ahead and tighten up my stop loss, put it right above. So you can go ahead and put your stop loss right above here, okay? And then now you're only looking at a 30 pip stop loss, okay? Less than 30 pip stop loss here. Now you can go, I'm gonna do a 0.02 lot size or a 0.03 lot size and take the risk that way. And now you're making even more percentage on your trade. Okay, so hopefully you're with me on that. Very powerful. But here it is. You find the chart. Okay, you find the trade. Then you find divergence. That's, I'm in, I'm doing it. Now you determine where your stop loss is gonna go, whether you're gonna use a stop loss that's suggested or whether you're gonna tighten up the stop loss. Well, in order to tighten up the stop loss, you might have to go to a lower time frame to see what the market looks like, okay? So we go down to our 15 to see what it looks like. And you say, you know what? Yeah, I can, if I get in my trade around this area here, I'm gonna put my stop loss right above, okay? And I think that would be a good entry point, and then we let it drop. And you can see, boom. And now I'm gonna show you guys how to put your flags. This is just gonna be more that you learn in the market. You may not know this now, don't worry. We're gonna show you these opportunities. There's gonna be, I'm gonna try to do this at least minimum once a week, and may do it daily. I can't promise that because I wanna make sure you're plugging in to go live first, okay? Not just me. But my goal is I will try to go live with you as often as possible, okay? So here we go, but I will be throwing trades in our group when it comes to what I'm looking at the Harmonic Scanner. So it may be that I may throw a Harmonic Scanner chart and say, hey, I'm looking at USD CAD for the sell on the Harmonic Scanner. I see divergence there. I'm gonna enter the trade. And so all you gotta do, I want you to go to the Harmonic Scanner and just validate it. Don't take my what I'm telling you as gospel. All right, so here's our trend line, obviously, right? So we have our trend. For those who understand flags, corrections, this is what we call an impulse move. This is what we call a correction, okay? Or trading the triangle, okay? This is going to be in your academy. They're going to teach you how to trade the triangle. Anytime you're able to form a triangle like this, okay, we're going to wait for a breakout, okay? Breakout, retest, boom, we're back in again, right? Would have been in here, boom, we get it again. What's happening? We now have another triangle, okay? So this was actually, we can go here and we can go here, but ultimately this is all a channel here, okay? So there we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this. So we're looking for one more move to the downside. So here goes, so this one is USD CAD. We're gonna be looking for the potential sell for this one. I'm gonna tell you, I see several things that I like. Okay, first of all, this move, you're gonna get used to seeing certain things when you're trading that you just know, okay, that you just understand. It's like taking a jump shot, right? When you take a jump shot from a certain place, you just know. Like people are like, how do you know? How do you always make from that spot right there? Because that's where I take my jump shot from every time, okay? And that's what I see. I see when I'm on this certain spot, I have a certain flick of the wrist that I throw in a certain push of my arm when I push that ball up. That's just perfect to hit my spot. That's my shot. I'm showing you, you may find what is your shot. Okay, so what I'm showing you is you're gonna see this constantly. This is great, a great sell setup. Well, why do you know that, Randy? Well, let me talk about this. Okay, now we're just talking about price action. Because I like that doji setup right there. For some reason, every time there's a doji, every time we have a consistent trend up, okay, we have a bullish market up, followed by a doji, that's my indication that there's going to be a change in the market direction. Boom, you learn that in the academy, folks. Oh, and then plus I have an engulfing candle. So this is actually a candle formation based off price action, folks. That's what we're seeing here. When we go down to the intricacies of what we're doing. Now, you being brand new, you're just saying, I'm just looking at the scanner, no big deal. I see divergence, I'm in, no big deal, done. I'm showing you how to be in a continuation pattern. Impulse, correction, continuation. Correction, continuation. So now what we're looking at for this opportunity is now how much money are we gonna make, okay? So here's the setup. We're looking for the sell. We have the potential to get about 90 to 100 pips, okay, when the market opens up. Right, and here's what our opportunity, let me go ahead and set the sell up here. So we're gonna go short, and let's say from right about here, we're gonna bring our stop loss down. Move this all the way over. Stop loss right about there. We don't want to be wicked out, and then we take this all the way down here. This also tells you your risk to reward, by the way. So this is good, 72%. Great risk to reward, folks. 3.84 ratio. This is a good risk to reward, okay? So this is the setup. So this is what we're gonna be doing with UCAT. So what you can see right here, you see the pullback happening? It just broke out and it's gonna pull back first. It may pull back. You're gonna re-enter around this area here. So you're gonna re-enter around 1.40961, okay? Stop loss above, and then we're gonna ride it down for 90 to 100 pips. Done, that's UCAT. So I'm teaching you how to trade the flags along with, okay, using the harmonics. So that's one opportunity. Guess what? That's an opportunity for us to grow our account by 10% next week, just using a 0.01 lot size. Okay, so 0.01 lot size, you grow your account with this trade, one trade, by 10%. If you do 0.02, you're gonna grow your account by 20% with a $100 account. All right, so that's that trade there. Let's go to our next one. And let me drop this in my group real quick. 1 second. Make this stuff disappear. Hold on 1 sec. You could also set up your risk here, right? So it tells you your risk as well. The defaults in there, and trying to just clear this out so it can be clear for the organization here. Let me just screenshot it real quick. Clean it up. All right. So UCAT for the sell. Let's go to our next one. So I usually, my preference, I only trade off H4, by the way. Okay. I like to do long-term trades. So what we're looking at here, USD CHF, let's see. Okay. We can see it already went up. Try to touch that stop loss here. Double top H4. So it looks pretty nice for the drop. I'm going to see if I can find some bearish divergence in here. So first thing I'm always look for, what do? We look for the trend, folks. So right now, this is still trending up. Price is actually at the trend line, okay? So I know entries was up here for the scanner. And I know I think you guys are commenting. Let me see what your comments are. Appreciate you guys. Yes, we're gonna secure a lot of bags next week, okay? Absolutely. Okay, so what we're doing, first thing, once again, we draw the trend line. We find the trend. That's our trend, folks, okay? You can see the scanner get up based off the previous high here. Stop loss went above that. We got our Gartley pattern. So what I'm looking for personally, this actually matches, that's a trend up. So it's not, I don't see convergence yet, but I need to go down to the smaller time frame. So I'm gonna go down to my 1 hour time frame, see what I can see. I'm looking for a divergence. That's my slam dunk. If I don't see it, I go to the next trade for right now, okay? Because we wanna look for the highest probability in the market. Okay, this is our 1 hour. I'm not really seeing, I see somewhat a mismatch. You can see where it's leveled out here. Okay, so I see some of it, but let me see if I can get it even better. Right here. Right here. Here we go. See that? It did. And of course the market, so here's what happens sometimes too. The market does its thing. So what it did was it is trending up. It's divergence, right? The market went up there, snapped the stop loss out of place. Then it said, okay, let me go do what I'm supposed to do. And that's just the market, folks. It's going to do that sometimes. Okay. But we do have divergence here. You can see this is actually trending up. Okay. And it's trending down here. So we knew that the buyers were losing momentum here. And so now the trade is actually going. So I would look at this and say, okay, I know I'm going to have to move a little bit differently because the way that it's acting here, but it is a good trade to look at. We also have a potential head and shoulders right here as well too. Okay. Just more information you're going to learn in the market. But what I want to tell you, I want to just give you simple steps. Okay, simple steps, look for the trend. We're there. Next step, we're going to look for divergence in the market. And once we find it, okay, it's giving us the warm fuzzy that we're going to look for the potential entry now to go in. The next thing, we're looking for flag formations. There's no flags necessarily here yet. So now we're looking for a break and retest. Okay, so for me to enter this trade right now, I need to know this needs to come back. This needs to break here, come back, retest it, and then fall. Okay, so what we'll be looking for USD CHF. Now this is not, now listen, if we got to go through all this for this trade, there's going to just be better trades that we can go look for. Okay, this is if we have to force the trade. So I'm not going to say that I want to go into USD CHF, and to be quite frank, I don't like to trade the Swiss franc, but I'm just trying this one out for you. Okay, so what we're going to look for, right? I want the break of this, retest, and then you're going to look for the shift down. Okay, that's what we're looking for here. If that doesn't happen, we're not entering the market. Not for this one, for sure. This one is not like my slam dunk. I don't like the way that it looks. It's on the trend line, so I won't go. Yes, you determine when you're either going to see bullish divergence or bearish divergence. Bearish divergence, right? Bearish divergence, you're going to see the RSI in a downtrend. Okay, so the RSI will determine your direction. So when you see the RSI in a downtrend, but the price is in an uptrend, then you're going to look forward to hop in for the sell. When you see the RSI in an uptrend, but the price on the chart is in a downtrend or downwards, you're going to look for the buy. Okay, so that's what we're looking for divergence. So this might not even be done. So what happens is divergence may happen on the earlier time frames. So what could happen here, this is why you're not going to just enter this one. This one might actually just push back up. And if it pushes back up, that's cool. That just means it's not ready, okay? If it pushes back up, you're going to start seeing the RSI start doing its thing, and it may go here. Okay, let's just say the RSI come back up, does its thing. It still goes up into an uptrend. It goes up to this part here, but then your RSI still goes back down like this, and it's still trending down. Now we have divergence in the market, okay, on your 4 hour. So you get that right there, but the price goes up here. So you get something like this. We're in for the sell. If it goes up to this point here, like this, okay, and it stops right here on the RSI and comes back down, we're going in for the sell. That's our divergence that we needed. Okay. Now, obviously, it's not exactly the numbers that the Harmonic Scanner is setting. The Harmonic Scanner is just putting our eyes on the pattern, folks. So the pattern, it just lets you know that, hey, I've identified this Gartley pattern here. And typically with this pattern, it sells. Okay. So that's all this is saying. Now, the price, based off what you're analyzing, it can move this up here. It's still a Gartley pattern. Okay. It's just determining when you're going to enter the market. Okay, so this is why we're looking for divergence. If you don't have divergence, then you might just be gambling in the market. You don't know if that trade is going to shift back up or not. So we find this, slam dunk, I'm in, sell. Okay, so that's USD CHF. I don't think it's ready yet, so I would wait for one of these two things to happen. Either you get a break and retest here, or price shifts up on the RSI and does this formation to give you the bearish divergence on the 4 hour. Okay, and it shifts up to this point. So that's USD CHF. All right, let's take a look at CAD. All right, CAD JPY, okay? Once again, so this one is already into the trade. So if you were in this one, you would already be in profit. But once again, we're just gonna draw the trend line from the pattern. Simple, right? That's our trend. If you can't catch the flags because you don't understand seeing them yet, that's cool. I know it's hard to identify these things. We're going to help you understand them, but we have two correctional flags here, okay? Price is still moving up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to a smaller time frame to see what I see, okay? Now when I go to this smaller time frame, see, got rid of my trend line. Let me draw the trend line again. I have a better view of what's happening. So you say, well, Randy, is it an uptrend? Yes, it's an uptrend, right? Because we have our low, we have our high here. Yeah, it's not beautiful. This was, it consolidated sideways before it made the drop back to our trend line, but it's still a high, okay? So we have our low, we have our high, we have our higher low, we have our higher high, we have our higher low. A lot of consolidation here, that's cool, okay? This is all a flag, still. So I had to learn that the market is not necessarily a beautiful, it won't do things beautifully all the time where you have that perfect flag, but it's a flag and it's a W. You see that? Okay, for those who understand that. This was an M here. And sometimes the market will do this where it will actually, this is really a reversal, okay? But it reversed down to our trend line, okay? But it's still an uptrend. So low, high, higher low, higher high, okay? Higher low, higher high, also a flag. And really when we see this, you see this is actually, so we actually look at that, you see how that went. You see this kind of reversal. So it was a reversal. How many pips were that? I don't trade against the trend though. So I would never trade against the trend. That's just not my preference. I want to ride the wave and not ride against the wave. So it went back by 50 pips basically, okay? So it's back at the trend line. This is another, going to be another good one. We're going to see if we can find divergence. Remember I said you're going to see those things? Remember we talked about this and we seen it on UCAT? Look what we got. The nice little cup coming too. This is what we call a cup. This right here, a doji candle, right? Candle confirmation. That little boy right there. See that little boy right there, okay? You're just going to get used to seeing this stuff, folks, right? It's like taking that shot every time. Boom, there goes my doji candle. I had the consistent run, okay? A push or impulse, whatever you want to call it. Then we got the doji candle. This let me know there was a reversal coming. Boom. We get the engulfing candle. And now we're in for what? The buy, okay? So what we're looking for, we're gonna ride CADJPY up from here to here. Stop loss can go here or stop loss can be tightened up. Just be careful when you do a tight stop loss that you can be wicked out and then it will go up, but you can run your stop loss here, okay? Stop loss here or stop loss down here. So if you put your stop loss down here, what are we looking at? 7585. So you're looking at a 15, so about 40, look like a 45 pip stop loss. Okay, so let's look at risk to reward. We have the potential to gain. And remember, it's off the trend line, so it's all good. $60 pips. So 60 pip potential here. Tight stop loss. Go in for the buy. And we look for the push up. All right, and I would take my profit right at this third profit here. Okay, so we're gonna be looking for the continuation pattern for this one. Yeah, I realize I'm knocking out two birds with one stone. So as I'm going through, these are actually my trades too. So I want y'all to know that. But this is all we do. Okay. All right, so that's that. So we got USD CHF. We took care of AUD USD. What do we have on that one? AUD USD may continue up. The scanner did present us. It just showed us that this is the first trend. Okay. This is now more education here. You're going to learn about the Elliott wave in your 300 series. So Elliott's wave says that the market moves in 5 to 9 waves, okay? And it looks something like this. And when it's strong, it's going to move in 9 waves. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then guess what? 5. Now we're going to look for 5 to really go up to this wave. So we might get one more good push up for AUD USD. Okay, this is the next area I would look to. So if you're going to trade AUD USD, I would take AUD USD beyond the scanner up to this point here, the next point. So we're looking at, let's see what we're looking at here. $64,393. So let's say 64, yeah, 64,390. Let's call it that. So barely 50 pips. So looking for a 50 pip push up. That's where I would take this to. And if it goes beyond that, the reason we did that, if it goes beyond that, then it can go up further, okay? Now, ultimately, now I look at this, looking at the day chart. If I go look at the day chart, this is also could look like a flag right here, okay? At some point, we're gonna get a good drop too. But for right now, opportunity for AUD USD, potentially for the buy, okay? Me personally, this is not a slam dunk one for me anymore. We did this one last week. We did a buy limit here and then pushed up and got 60 pips on this one. Okay, the rest you can get is another 50 pips. So if you're already in, ride it up. If you're not in this one, just know this is not one of our slam dunks, okay? But it's a potential for a buy. All right, we got EUR USD. Now, just because this is for my traders, okay, you learn how to trade on your own. Just because it came down and hit the stop loss, okay, so it did go up, hit TP1. Remember, the pattern is still the pattern. This is still the pattern that got identified. This still rose to here. So I'm going to show you this. It's still the entire harmonic scanner pattern. We just extended it. So it says the shark, it's still a shark. We're going to take this and it goes here. So all I want you to know is just remember that the pattern still extends. This is still a shark. It just extended here. Okay, so the market wasn't ready, and the market is still not ready. You see, I don't have any bearish divergence yet, so I'm not ready to end the market. But let me see if I can find something, or bullish divergence. So let me see if I can find it on a smaller time frame. Now, other things that we see here, right? I can talk about head and shoulders, okay, as far as patterns there. So it is a reversal pattern going up. So here we go. I want to show you guys something again. There goes that little doji again. The small body, long wicks. I want you to remember this, okay? Remember that. Because as we're doing this, you're going to get better at seeing it. So when you start seeing divergence, you have your trend in place, you see divergence, and you see the reverse, this as a reversal pattern, your candle, done, game over, okay? You understand it. So what we have right now, corrective, right? So this is a correction. And then we had a push up. So if you want to do this one, right, you would go into this trade, boom, execute, stop loss goes down here. I'll probably take the stop loss below, right below this pullback here. So stop loss would actually go here, okay? And then you can ride it up. And I would take profit at TP1. Before you also go into this trade, what I want you to look at is go and look at the currency strength meter. Let me go ahead and bring that up. It's another check you can use. I'm going to add that as the 4th step, actually. So we do our currency strength meter. And what we're going to do when we get ready to go for a buy for EUR USD, this is exactly what I want to see. I want EUR to be stronger than USD, okay, when I'm buying. If I was selling, I would want EUR to be weaker than USD, but we're buying. So that's what I see for EUR USD. I would take profit at TP1, right, because we have a heavy concentration here, a lot of resistance that happened every time price hit here reverse. So I would take profit here, or at least lock profit somewhere in here. And if it blows past that, great, because it's going to blow past. It's going to retest this area. It's going to just bring that across. Is what we're seeing here. All right, so I'll take it up to there, and then look for the break. Once it breaks there, then we can continue it all the way up. That is EUR USD, not a slam dunk like I typically want. Well, actually, what do we have here? You know what? Let me see. I think no. Yes, right here. It did happen. See that? And you just got to get good at identifying the reversal, folks. That's it. It did occur. Let me show it to you. All I do, if I can get you to see it, it's game over. All you need is your harmonic scanner and this. Okay? So from here, that right there, to that right there. Perfect. Woo! Look at that. Beautiful. Man, come on now. Look at that. Let's get rid of this real quick because I want you to see it. I hope this is clicking for you. I want you to see it. This is beautiful. This is what we call a bullish divergence or convergence. Convergence, when it comes together, convergence, okay? Bullish divergence. Boom, my RSI came down, stopped here, so I have somewhat of a trend up, but it's heavy trending down. You see that? There's my first one. Then I get that. Woo! Man, dude, I hope y'all are seeing this. Then we got that little old doji candle again. And boom, we're in the trade. Okay, so we have our trend up, and guess what? Now we're gonna follow the rules. Okay, when we look for a buy opportunity, we always look at our higher low is when we're looking to buy in at. Trading is simple, folks. It just requires a little bit of patience and some learning. Don't just hop in blindly in things. So this is a good opportunity here. So we're gonna be looking for the buy opportunity for EUR USD. GCAD. Think we might have one more push, or actually I'm looking for a big drop for GCAD. I've been riding GCAD for about a week now. I'm 300 pips in profit. Well, I think it just went up to like 250 because it's on the pullback. But I've been riding it for a week, 300 pips in profit. I was at 330 in profit. So I'm waiting for one more push down. I'm gonna just show you something really simple. So when you learn the flags, you're gonna follow Stevenson Lindor to learn what I'm teaching right now. Corrective flag formations, and you're gonna go through the academy for continuation patterns. Your 300 series. It's also gonna teach you about flags and triangles are the same thing. So it can do several things here. It may come up. So I'm gonna see what's up here. So I'm gonna run a Fibonacci on 2 areas. Okay, I'm gonna run my Fibonacci from here to here. Okay, so look at that. 61.8 is what it went up to. It hit 61.8 and literally came right back down. So if we're gonna enter this trade, I'll wait for the break here, wait for the break and retest here, because it still may shift back up. Or, so that's one Fibonacci run. That's at the 61.8. And let's see from if it feels from the top. And look, you can see this too. So I want you guys to understand this. Impulse correction, what did it go to? 61.8, 61.8, right? Boom. This one is at the 38.2, or which is a good 61.8, 38.2, and then we'll get the drop. So either if it does go past, it may come back up here to 61.8 again, okay? And now we call that typically sometimes a complex wave, but I don't think this is a complex wave. I think we're gonna get the push down from here. But let's just wait for the market to give us what it's gonna give us. So we're gonna look for the break for GCAT to come down. You can come down at least to this point here, 73.3831. So you're looking at a potential of, right now, 60 pips. I'm sorry, no. 70 pips. This is 70 pips here, okay? If it comes all the way down to this area here, let's see where let's run it. That's what I'm actually waiting for, by the way. We'll be pushing 500 pips total. And that's intraday / swing trading. I like to just knock out the full percentage of my account without having to go back into another trade. Measure twice, cut once. All right, 205 pips, okay, down to that area there. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, and if it goes beyond this point here, then it's coming way down to this area here, which is possible. So if you're really a long-term trader, you can ride it if you want, right? Ride all the way down, 500 pips. So that's GCAT, and NZD is my last. NZD was the last one we're gonna do. NZD is a good one right here. This one is great, great, great. So some of you can you identify, do anybody see anything before I start? I want to see if anybody's been learning. Do you see divergence on this chart, and where? It's actually on the chart two times. Does anybody see it? And where do you see it at? Just explain to me. Where do you see it at? The best way you can explain it, where do you see it? It's very visible if your eyes are trained. Haha, let's go. Congrats, James. Absolutely. So it's between 15 and 17 and between 21 and 23. Okay, so he's looking at these numbers here. All right, so boom. And folks, you can see this. I want you to understand the scanner, okay, the scanner is still software, okay? So you're not just gonna take the information just because and just do it. You're gonna validate it, okay? And so what I want you to understand, the pattern is the pattern. All the scanner is responsible for doing for you is saying, hey, look over here. Look, I have a Gartley pattern. Look, I have a bat pattern. Look, I have a shark pattern. Okay, and when you find it, you're like, okay, now you have to search for the entry point. That's all we're gonna teach you every single day, how to be a master trader and do this, okay? Give you your slam dunk every single time. So here we go. Bullish divergence right here. Folks, you don't believe me? Go look at why traders use divergence. Every great trader uses divergence. Okay, right there. And then we have what? Clearly you can see it. Right there. Y'all see that? I can go even from the top. This one was just beautiful. This was also, who are my flag folks? Who follow Stevenson Lindor in this group? What is that also called? For my folks who understand flag formations. Anybody follow Stevenson Lindor in here? Yes, Dory, I know you lit. I feel it. I feel your energy through this. I know. I felt the same way when I seen this. So it's called a descending flag, folks. You see that? Boom, a descending flag. Plus, I got divergence. Plus, I got my harmonic pattern. Let's go. Okay? So now I'm just waiting for entry, folks. Boom, I get my, there it is, divergence. I'm in. Buy. What do we get? What did we get? We went in. We just captured 160 pips. Done. Okay? Okay, next one. We got that out the way. Uh-oh. What do we see? Uh-oh. I'm out of the trade. I'm getting out of the trade. What are they doing here? That doji candle Randy keep on telling me about. Uh-oh. Let's get out of the trade. It's not a time to hold it. It's going to reverse. Okay? We get our reversal. So this is price action, folks. So let me show you this. You might have seen this reversal here too. You see, let's highlight this. I'm gonna show you something. Let's say you're just trading. Okay, now this is because I see I got some advanced folks on here that are understanding me, so I'm gonna go a little deeper with you. We're gonna go down to the 1 hour. Let's see if we can see something here. Uh-oh. Did we get bearish divergence here? Oh my God, look at that. Look at that. Oh man, I hope there's a breakthrough on here. I hope I have some 6-figure traders on here. I hope I have some 7-figure traders on here. If you're brand new, I know you're gonna understand what I'm talking about at some point, but just, you need to go through this course. I'm telling, yes folks, it's this easy. okay? Yes, if as you get better, Dorothy, it's going to be very difficult because if you're not used to looking at the charts, you just won't catch it. But yes, get used to identifying these things. Yeah, you look for that doji candle if you're used to candle formations, okay? You're just looking for when is the market going to reverse, because remember, the market just has pivot points. And I need to know when the market is going to pivot so I can either know that I'm going to get out, or it's either the market's going to pivot to where it's a continuation, so it's going to consolidate, or it's going to reverse. I don't want to be in a reversal. Okay, so this, if you wanted to write this down, this is, by the way, this is a consolidated market, right? This is a sideways market. There's really not a trend. It's not very trendy, okay? But this is the market moving sideways. This is my bearish divergence. I'm in for the sale. Look, and what else do you know how to do? You guys know how to box in price. What happens here? We boxed in price, folks. Look, Christopher Derrick teaches you this with price track. Okay, so we boxed in price. What happened? Not only did we get, look, man, I know some of y'all having a breakthrough right now. Okay, as I teach it, I get more excited when I teach it. Okay, so I know that you feeling it. So we got our bearish divergence here. People ask, when do I get in, Randy? Boom, price is here, right? So price broke out, boom, broke out. Okay, came back. What did it do? What do we expect? Pull back, retested our box. It broke out, retested. So most traders know I'm gonna wait for we call it a break and retest. Okay, so remember, y'all always see me draw this, and you wonder why I draw it. When you see a trader draw this, he's saying break and retest. Wait for the break and retest. You see me draw this. That's what I'm talking about. There goes our break and retest. So you have several ways to get in. Okay, you either get in from here because you see the bearish divergence. You're like, well, I'm in because I already see the bearish divergence, right? Price was moving up here. So some of us who understand divergence, some of you are going to wait for the break and retest. I'm showing you how to get in before break and retest right now. Now, if you don't get in before break and retest, you can wait for the break and retest. But here, look, I just showed you divergence here. Get in. You're in. Doom, I'm in here. I'm already in here. Okay? Doji candle, I'm in. So we're already here. Most people are not going to get in until they wait for the break, retest here. But we've already identified that the market is dropping. Okay? So there's several ways you can get into this trade. All right, we're done there. So that's one. Let's go back to what we were looking at. And then we are done after this, folks. It's the last one. Okay, these are all opportunities you're going to do next week. NZD-JPY, look at this. I'm excited, folks. I'm sorry, my energy is high right now. I'm excited that so many people are going to make so much money next week. I'm excited that you guys are actually learning. I get excited when you learn. I get excited when you get it. Because you know why? Because that was me. I was the guy on the other side. I was you. And I was looking at these charts, and I'm scratching my head like, I don't get it. I'm watching some people, and I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get it. So it feels good that I get it, and I understood where I was stuck at, so I can teach in a way that I wanted to be taught. Okay? So that's all I'm teaching is in a way that I wanted to be taught when I started. Okay, so once again, we box our price in. So you can see a lot of people talk about boxing in price. I'm gonna point out several things, several indicators for you. So I already gave you, first thing we're looking at is a trend. If the market is not trending, then the market is moving sideways. Okay, so our market was moving sideways. We got our push down. Okay, look, so listen, guys. Do you realize how much money you would have made just off of this one currency? This is why some people marry currencies. Why do they marry currencies? Because they can make money off of that same currency all day because they watch it move all day long. So if I marry NZD-JPY, I know how she moves, okay? Oh, she showed me bullish divergence. I'm in. I buy 150 pips. Oh my God, doji candle. Bullish divergence here. Bearish divergence here. I'm in. I sell 150 pips again. Okay, consolidation. All right, I don't see anything. I don't really like what I'm seeing. Oh no, that's a W. It's a double bottom. Okay, and then another one. Boom. I got bullish divergence. Oh my God. Ooh, I got an engulfing candle. Okay, this is all knowledge I'm just compounding on you guys right now. If you don't understand me, it's okay. Those who do understand me, they've been through the academy. I got an engulfing candle at the bottom. I'm buying, okay? So not only do I have my double bottom, I have my engulfing candle. I'm in for the trade. And what do I do when I get here? From this point that I get in from the engulfing, now most of us, this is if you missed it. So first of all, divergence, I'm in already. Stop loss down here. But if I don't get in right here, more confirmation. Engulfing candle, after a trend down like that, engulfing candle, you're going to get a reversal, okay? And so from this point to here, about 50 pips. But it wicked all the way there, so that's 88 pips, okay? So between this point, the week, you would have been in 3 trades, 150, 150, 80. And now we're waiting on a continuation. So for this week coming up, okay, in uptrends, what do we do in uptrends? We buy in uptrends, okay? We trade with the trend. You're gonna learn that in the academy. Once the market does start trending, we buy in the trend. I just taught you how to trade off price action just now. That's what price action is, by the way, folks. So for my price action traders, that's it. I can do all of it because I went through the whole academy. Everything I'm teaching you right now, folks, I'm just a derivative. Meaning I learned, what I'm teaching you, I learned from someone else, okay? This is a flag, so now I'm gonna go down because I wanna see what it looks like overall. So I'm gonna go to my 1 hour. All right, this is my 1 hour. So look, it looks more, makes more sense now. This is gonna push up. So we're gonna look for this continuation pattern. Great, this is a continuation pattern, by the way. All right. And you see it, we're about to get ready to push up. So we're gonna look for the buy opportunity, the continuation on NZD-JPY. And guess what? You're right at, there goes your stop loss right here. So it has stop loss here. Here's my suggestion. We're now gonna use the Harmonic Scanner stop loss, okay? We're gonna put our stop loss right here. Oh, hold on, I got my videos expanded. 1 second, folks. Okay, let me get this out of the way. Now, I would take profit at take profit 2 first, right? Because you see we had a reversal here at that top, that number. Or at least have your stop loss and profit at TP1 once this happens. And if it goes past TP2, then you can ride it to TP3, okay? So I would take profit here and then, or secure profits, and then it's probably gonna consolidate here, by the way, folks. Let's talk about this. Okay, let's talk about this. These are also retracement levels. So what you can expect is actually gonna get this, and then it's gonna come like this, potentially. There's no guarantees of what I'm giving you, folks. So I can't predict this. All I'm telling you, I'm just giving you analysis. All I know is the next move is this, okay? But if the waves continue like it's supposed to, remember we talk about 5 waves? What do we have? Let me bring you back into what I'm talking about. Elliot's wave. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. Okay? That's why I know that. Now, will that happen? We got to still wait for the market. We're not going to predict the whole thing that's going to happen. Okay. Escape this. All right, so what we're looking at right now, we're going to take it to TP2, okay? And then after TP2, you can expect some consolidation. So you can either close out your trade and wait for the consolidation point to finish, and then you'll enter again. And you might enter it at this point. So me personally, you can, if you want to close out your profits, you're going to make 70 pips, okay? And then if it consolidates like I think it will, you're going to go from here and make another 85 pips, okay? So let me go ahead and put this one in the group real quick. Give me a sec. Folks, please don't discount the products that IM Mastery Academy offers. The Harmonic Scanner has made people millions of dollars. When I first came into this company, this was one of the first products pitched to me, and I started using it, and I didn't understand it, right? No one taught me about divergence initially. I had to go find it. Guess what? It was my fault, though. I want you to know, I can't say no one taught me, okay? Because no one was supposed to teach me. I was supposed to go into the academy. I was supposed to go to school and finish. So what I want to get you guys ready for is no one's required to teach you, okay? I'm a student just like you're a student, but I love teaching, okay? I love giving some knowledge, but I really do. Please, 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 don't cap it, Randy Webb, okay? Don't cap it a human being. I want you to plug into our system because there's even more that you can learn. Don't think that I just taught you everything. I didn't, okay? There is more. And when you master this academy, when you master trading in a $7.7 trillion a day industry, there is no levels of income that you cannot hit. There is no one that you cannot influence, okay? You know what's great about me having this knowledge? I can now build a massive business to do the goals that I have in mind for myself, right? Chairman 100, $1 million a month in residual income. Now that I have $1 million a month in residual income coming in, what can I do with that? And I know how to trade very well. Folks, if you aspire to be a billionaire, right, you can start hedge funds or whatever you want to do in life, okay? This just opens your world up to so much more options and bigger things. So don't put a lid over yourself. I want you guys to study the irrefutable laws of leadership, okay? The law of the lid. Your leadership, guess what? People can only grow as much as you grow if you have them below you. If all I ever give you is me, then I'm your lid. I'm giving you more than me. I'm giving you Christopher Terry. I'm giving you Christopher Derrick. I'm giving you Dr. Kathy Kirkland. I'm giving you Stevenson Lindor. I'm giving you Kimberly Torres. I'm giving you Bass, right? We have all these successful traders who are seven-figure traders. HFX folks, I'm giving you Matt Thayer, Nez Vasquez. So you have all these elite traders that know way more than me that made millions doing this. So why would you follow an amateur trader, okay? Learn from us. I'm an amateur trader, folks. Learn from me. Okay, take the information from me, but validate it so that you really know how I did it. Okay, and I promise you, you will be very successful in the trading space. So that is our time, folks. This is what we do. What I'm going to do now is go ahead and open up our sessions for any type of questions that you guys have, and I'll answer those. If you want to know where information is at, I will show you where that information is at. Okay, but other than that, for those who have decided to make this decision, welcome to the team. I'm excited to have you on board. I'm looking forward to this trading journey with you. If you are in our company before and maybe you got out, this is the time to restart back up and get back in. I promise you we will get you to learn the Harmonic Scanner, okay? There is no easier way to trade, I promise you, at all. I've been in this company now a little bit over 2 years. I've been in experience just about every strategy out there, from scalping to intraday trading to swing trading. And I will tell you, for teaching the masses, for me, personally, this has been the best experience and the most graceful experience that I've had being able to teach this right here. Okay, so I believe all of you can do this. I've just given you 3 steps, and those steps can change. Understand that. You know, it's really 4 steps. So here's the 4 steps I want you to take from this, and it may change. Okay, first step, I want you to be able to find the trend. Okay, second step, I want you to look for divergence in the market. Third step, was our third step, you're gonna look at the currency strength meter, and then you're gonna look for different reversal patterns. Actually, the currency strength meter is gonna be our fourth step, okay? Third step, what did I say the third step was? We trend, divergence, and then we're looking for entry is the third step. So look for either a retest off of that zone, off of that where we see divergence at, looking for the retest there, and then you're gonna enter the market. Or you're gonna look for the engulfing candle, or you can look for the doji candle. Okay, and then you're in the market. Done. All right, folks, that is our time. I appreciate you guys. I will make this recording available so that you can share it with your prospects. You can share it with people who want to learn how to trade, and then let them know that they can get into our academy. So I appreciate you all. Love you. I pray that you have an abundant 2020 and that at some point we're going to produce some 6- and 7-figure traders. Let's go.